Has become one of the fastest growing team sports at the high school level across the country. We're talking lacrosse. Part of the reason it's grown so much here in Colorado, the Mammoth and Outlaws in Denver. As part of our Stay in the Game series, we have some tips on how to prevent injuries while playing lacrosse from those guys. Joining me this morning, we have Denver Outlaws assistant coach John Cohen. John, thanks a lot for being here. Outlaws player Erik Adamson. Erik, thanks a lot. And Dr. Brooke Pengel from Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children. Thank you guys for being here. Now, Dr. Pengel, one of the big things, especially with parents out there, they might not think their kids need this kind of involvement here. They might not think their kids need injury prevention, but they do, even at young ages.
Absolutely. Kids are playing lots of sports, and there's a lot of playing time. So these kids are susceptible to both acute and chronic injuries. Their skeleton structure is different, and they need these tips to stay in the game.
So kids just aren't young adults. They have unique issues.
Yes.
And one of the big things we talked about with injuries, and especially with lacrosse, the hip flexor. You get a lot of strains with hip flexor. Show us a couple of things that people can do at home, parents can do, coaches can do to try and prevent that in kids.
Yeah, well, just like you said, I mean, the hips, lacrosse is unique with how much running, how much cutting, different stuff like that. Erik's going to show us a couple different
hip I'll join you on these.
Yeah, one of the things that we like to do and that we do a lot is kind of on the gate or open the gate, and then close the gate. Or
and you can
the
feel
lunge
it in
out,
the hip, right?
The lunge out, and then you can twist, and that really gives you, a good stretch right in this area.
Okay. And you want to make sure you do that on both sides. How
Correct.
often should they do this, and how many times should they do it?
10 times is probably good, and then the lunge just until you feel that you've stretched it enough.
And is this something that parents can just do at home? They can just have their kids there, and they can just be saying, okay, hey, while you're watching TV, just stand up and start doing something.
I'd say a great thing to do is do it in front of the TV. That's what I've done as a kid.
And show me again. There's the open gate, which is basically bringing it up and just stretching it out. How far up should the knee go?
As high as you can,
Okay.
and then back down, and then the lunge. Go until you feel a good stretch. You don't want to have any pain, and then twist.
Okay, and great. And parents can do this with them as well. They can be out there doing it at the same time to kind of model that and maybe get a little bit of exercise themselves, a little bit of this as well. Now, we're posting this along with other injury prevention tips for all youth sports on 9news.com. So just search Stay in the Game to get these tips. And thank you guys very much for being here with us and giving us these tips for lacrosse.
Thanks.